this sentence, Evelyn is much better DPS than Miyabi. Oh my god, this is fun as fuck. This is Delulu, bro. This is Delulu behavior. The thing is, it's not like even comparable. Hey guys, you're new here. So this video came from the live stream that I just did like a few days ago, and I saw this one tweet regarding like Evelyn is better DPS than Mia because she takes skill and stuff. This video is just me discussing about this tweet and mostly a discussion video on what I feel about the whole thing, the take. And also, I want you guys to comment down below what you think about this whole thing. If you agree on what I'm saying, or do you agree with what the guy is saying. Honestly, this is all just for discussion. No need for like, hate stuff. Yeah, that's all. So, like I said in this video, if you comment down below a stupid comment, I will delete it 100%. If it doesn't make sense and that comment doesn't really hold any value, I will just delete it. Though I will not delete some funny like comments here and there. I will only delete those freaking, you know what I mean, like those players that are too obsessed with their character or mains. But yeah, anyways, let's get into the video. I saw this one post. He quoted this tweet, which is best team for each element, which is Miyabi, of course. Miyabi for fire, like physical, electric, ether, like Miyabi. Like I said, Miyabi is just freaking matting this. Like it doesn't care about like resistance and freaking weaknesses. Basically, Miyabi is just that broken. Then I saw this one tweet that, oh my god, I literally laughed. I didn't even like squirm on, like I didn't even cringe or something like that. I just like read this tweet and just like, oh my god, this is fun as fuck. This is the Lulu, bro. This is the Lulu behavior. Wait, it is. Not gonna lie, I refuse to change my mind. Evelyn is a better DPS than Miyabi, but she takes actual skill and not hold, attack, double tap, EX, hit, ult, and repeat. Okay, people watching me right now. People watching right now. Are you still here? Okay, you're here. Pick between Miyabi and Evelyn. Who's better? Who's better? Because they are saying Evelyn is much better DPS than Miyabi, okay? This is DPS wise, okay? This is why. This is not only like skills and stuff. This is not only skills. Better, like overall better as a DPS. Like he said, like as a DPS, that's the criteria that we have. Like DPS, basically all of the things overall. Who's much better? Not pure damage, just like a DPS, like DPS overall, like skills and stuff. Maybe. Okay. So we have an agreement now, or we have a confirmation that you guys said Miyabi is much better than Evelyn. Okay. Yeah, Miyabi can solo without any support. Now, let's break this down. Okay. Not gonna lie, I've refused to change my mind. Evelyn is better DPS than Miyabi, but she takes actual skill and not hold, attack, double tap, EX, hit, ult, and repeat. Okay, it's fair. I think it's fair to say that yes, Miyabi is much harder to play and takes more skill than Miyabi. Okay? It makes sense. We're not gonna argue about that because it makes sense. But we're not gonna be blind on like this sentence. Evelyn is much better DPS than Miyabi. Sure, if you're talking about play wise, mechanic wise, sure. I think they like read this tweet and just like, oh my god, this is fun as fuck. This is the Lulu, bro. This is the Lulu behavior, bro. This is literally Harumasa mains, but instead it's Evelyn. This is if Harumasa is in tier 1 next to Miyabi and they compare Harumasa to Miyabi because he takes more skills. Okay? This is literally another. I know Harumasa mains are getting some shots here and there, but I'm just giving a comparison. This is basically Harumasa mains if Harumasa have higher rating than the other DPS. Okay? This is basically this is basically Harumasa mains if Harumasa is in tier 0.5. Okay? You can see Harumasa mains will say this. Like, nagalala, I refuse to change my mind, but Harumasa is better DPS than Miyabi, but he takes actual skill and not hold attack, WX, hit, out, and repeat, okay? Like, this is like Harumasa mains on their Delulu moments, okay? This is funny as fuck. Okay, I'll actually comment something. Where is it? This is my comment. I'm dead, bro. I'm dead. I'm dead. Okay, let's actually talk about this. Okay, let's talk about this. I think Evelyn can go hand to hand with Miyabi's damage. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I think Evelyn can go hand to hand with Evelyn's damage. Evelyn can go hand to hand with Miyabi's damage. Okay, I'm gonna say this, but we cannot say or label it that she's better than Miyabi. Why? One big reasons is endgame environment. That's like, okay, we're not gonna talk about the environment yet, but that's gonna be one of the reasons why. Endgame environment, setup, and mastery on the character. Okay? The reason why Miyabi is so OP is because her damage and multipliers are too high compared to other DPS, that she's basically like her lore, you know? She's basically a lore wise character, which is a Void Hunter, which is like, it makes sense that she's picking OP as fuck. She's basically like on HSR, like Emanator, which is can clear the game easily. They're the most OP character in the game. They're basically that. Okay? They're basically that. And yes, the damage multiplier is actually much higher than Evelyn. Though Evelyn's multiplier for chain attack is actually much higher than Miyabi, but the difference is not, I mean, it's slight. There's a slight difference, okay? Though it's much higher than Miyabi. I think that's the only thing that is much higher multiplier than Miyabi, okay? Next, the setup. For Miyabi, like you said, guys, she can solo the end game easily without even any support, or like basically any support. But if you put Miyabi with her respective team, like Astra and Yanagi, it's too OP. It's too OP, and actually so boring to use Miyabi when she's too OP with Yanagi and Astra. And this only setup, the setup is actually so easy. And third one is so easy to build. Just literally Anomaly and like just do the same as any DPS, like build her crit and crit damage. Yeah, lore accurate DPS. That's basically what Miyabi is. She's lore accurate DPS. And he's on another level basically. Like, and that is why Miyabi is on tier 0 alone for DPS. She's alone there because nobody can go next to her on the most optimal play. Nobody can go after her. Okay? Even if like a certain character has the best support, has the best stunner, has the best play, it still cannot compare to Miyabi. Okay? It still cannot compare. And that is why it's so stupid to say. And I mean, it's not stupid. It's so ignorant to say. The discredit for the character is insane when you say Evelyn or any other character is better than Miyabi. This is not even glazing. This is just hard truth, okay? Because Evelyn takes a lot of setup to do, or like a lot of setup to actually have the biggest damage output for her. You guys know this because you see me play Evelyn. I play Evelyn a lot. I play Evelyn every day. I still play her. I don't even use Miyabi anymore because Miyabi is just too OP. That's why I use Evelyn to have more challenge and also like takes much skill on the game. But you guys know, especially with people that play Evelyn, she takes too much time to set up. Some even enable like manual chain to do like extra chain attack. Like that's how much setup she needs to have like at least like 7 chain attack in one stun, and especially that's not even considering the stun duration of like the enemies. Okay, that's not even considering that. Yeah, you can even miss chain attack, and the thing is, it's not like even comparable. That's why like yes, it's fair to say that Evelyn is takes much skill and she's actually much better than Miyabi on that category, but it's like, damn, are you really gonna say Evelyn is much better DPS or any character is much better DPS than Miyabi? Are you really gonna say that? That's like obsessive character mains behavior. That's like Harumasa main behavior. That's like any like character behavior, character main behavior. Like damn, you cannot accept hard truths, bro. You're really gonna be the Lulo about all of this. The way more reasons why Evelyn is not better than Miyabi. Evelyn is harder to build. Evelyn doesn't have a flexible W engine that you can use, which Miyabi have, by the way. Miyabi have a very flexible W engine that she can use, even though there's no crit, like crit main stats on W engine. And okay, I'm gonna say this. She doesn't even like Miyabi doesn't even need her W engine. Her W engine is literally making her like a different character. It's basically Acheron, but it's a very different character with and without the signature weapon, which is still OP nonetheless, even with other like W engine. And the thing is with Evelyn, she's so limited as a attack character. And I always say this, attack characters in general doesn't have freedom, especially for their mechanic. They don't have freedom since they're not like Anomaly where they can ignore stun or they can still deal a lot of damage without stunning the enemy. Like the freedom between two roles, Anomaly and attack, is so big, and the difference is so big that if you think about attack comparing to Anomaly, Anomaly is much stronger than attack. Even in the current meta right now where it's leaning into attack meta, Anomaly is still kicking ass. Yanagi is still there clearing like endgame easily, melting enemies with her EX attack. Bernice is still just there doing more disorder, like high disorder damage and being a fucking abysmal sub DPS. Okay? Jane Doe, even though Jane Doe was like put on tier 1, Jane Doe still clearing that end game easily next to any support, which is next to sub DPS Bernice. Anomaly is laughing at stun. We don't care about that. Yeah. We just need to trigger disorder and we can clear the end game easily. Like this is why I said Anomaly have more freedom because they can literally attack and have high damage output by not stunning or not switching to stunner to actually like lose a lot of damage output and also lose a clear time. And imagine an Anomaly character with a stun. Okay, imagine a Anomaly character with a stun enemy. Now that's big more damage, that's a lot more damage, and it's not even comparable to other attack characters at this point, and yeah, I think that's what I think. That's what I think. I feel like I didn't really say the stuff that I wanna say. I just think that this is a good discussion to make. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Delulus, what do you guys think? This like main character behavior, I play character that takes more skills than your character, so I'm much better than you. I'm much better than you. Shut up, bro. I don't even main Miyabi anymore, but I know you don't need to slander Miyabi because if you slander Miyabi, bro, fucking stupid as fuck. Yeah, attackers is still good. Attacker is still good, but this main character behavior that my character is better than your character, even though the hard facts it's not. It's not. Like Evelyn, especially for attack rolls, is so limited compared to Miyabi, which is Miyabi doesn't even have the limitation that any other anomalies have. Literally broke that. Miyabi literally broke that. Okay? Like, let's put Evelyn and have Evelyn solo Shiyu. She cannot do it. Let's put Miyabi solo the Shiyu. She can do it easily. I think she's gonna have a hard time with the tank, like the tank enemy though. But still, she can clear it. She can clear it easily, especially for DA and stuff. Still, like, did you see this one video where the freaking DA using Miyabi, like free to play Miyabi, easily with solo, bro? Like attack characters, especially Evan, have a lot of limitation that they cannot even solo, like end games. That's just how broken Miyabi is. And let's put these two characters in their respective environment where like Miyabi have a ice buff with ice weakness enemy, and Evelyn with far buff and far weakness enemy. Who do you think is gonna win? I feel like Miyabi can just solo it, easily. With Evelyn have full team. That's just how OP she is. And I think saying this, I mean, I mean, this is only one person, you know. This is just a good discussion to make. What do you guys think? Comment down below what you think. I wanna see what you guys think about this thing. And by the way, I'm gonna shame on you, okay? You main character syndrome as people, Delulu as people. If you comment a stupid shit down below, I'm gonna freaking delete your comment, okay? If your comment doesn't make sense, I'm gonna delete it, okay? So shut up, okay? To be fair, Eve is harder to play than Miyabi, but she ain't all that. Yeah, it's fair to say. We're not even saying that Evelyn is like or Miyabi is harder than Evelyn or anything. We're not even saying that. But it's fair. Like I said earlier, it's fair to say Evelyn is better than Miyabi. In terms of actual skill, actual skill. Because let's be honest, Miyabi is just an hack and slash character. Easy to freaking the mechanic is easy to play compared to Evelyn. Evelyn has a lot of setups. You need to build up her bar, her red bar. You need to get that three like the three strike thingy, and you need to actually stun the enemy with a stunner, then go chain attack, then freaking cancel, then chain attack, switch to Evelyn to or switch to stun the enemy again to do another chain attack, and then switch to Astral to give you one more chain attack, and then freaking chain attack, consume your 3 stacks, then chain attack, then freaking skill, then do the spinny to get more strikes, and then go chain attack again. That's how much freaking setup you need for Evelyn, okay? And that's not even half of it. That's only like okay, that's half of it. That's 50% of what Evelyn's like rotation is. Miyabi's rotation is just like she said, hold attack, double EX, hit ult, is a repeat. That's all. So yeah, it's fair to say that Evelyn's hit is much better than Miyabi. Yeah, Miyabi is OP. No point in having much discussion. But what do you guys think? The Lulu people down below, what do you guys think? Okay, what do you guys think? I'm gonna see you down here. I'm gonna shame on you. Anyways, I'm gonna see you guys later, and yeah, bye bye.